This is a 2006 Toyota Sienna minivan with the 3.3-liter V6 engine, the 3MZ FE. The 2005 and 2006 Sienna, along with many other Toyota vehicles and Lexus vehicles, have an issue that affects the coolant system, namely that this coolant overflow reservoir is integrated into the fan shroud. And this reservoir will always end up leaking because it is sitting facing the hot exhaust, and this turns the plastic brittle and eventually it cracks and leaks. Just to show you where the reservoir would be normally situated in the car, it would be right here facing the exhaust. So big deal, you might say, just replace this reservoir. Well, the problem is this reservoir cannot be purchased separately from any source. The reservoir comes only integrated with the entire fan assembly, the fan shroud assembly. So what you would have to purchase is the fan shroud assembly with the reservoir, and you transfer your fans from your old fan assembly to the new one. What are the problems with doing it this way? Number one is it's an increased cost. If you buy an original fan shroud assembly with reservoir from Toyota, it costs an arm and a leg. And if you buy an aftermarket one, then it will always end up leaking in very short order. And believe me, we've tried many of these different brands of fan shroud assembly, and they all end up leaking within just a few months, if not within weeks. So here's an alternate solution for solving this problem. What you're looking at is a coolant overflow reservoir from a Toyota Highlander. Any Toyota Highlander between 2003 and 2007 has this exact same coolant overflow reservoir, and junkyards are filled with them. Why do I suggest a junkyard? Because this reservoir has a mounting bracket that bolts right into the fender, and you can remove it from the Highlander donor vehicle. Then you can just drill a couple of holes and use sheet metal screws and mount this mounting bracket right into your Toyota Sienna, just as if it were intended to go right there. So what are the advantages of this solution? The advantage is that you're using an OEM quality reservoir, which is less likely to leak in the first place, and B, you are positioning it away from the engine where the plastic will not be degraded and will not crack and leak. And of course, you could also use any kind of generic coolant overflow bottle that you buy at a parts store, but those are generally of inferior quality, and also they do not come with a nice mounting bracket like the one from the Toyota Highlander. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and happy trails.